I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amber. This is amaraslogic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news. Live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Y'all know we here to talk about what's going on right now between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Los Angeles Clippers in LA, where the Bucks are currently up 119-109 in a tight game. But the Bucks and our stars have showed up late. Shout out to Dame Dollar. Shout out to Giannis playing just lights out down the stretch to get us this lead. Salute to the Bucks and salute the Bucks Nation. Appreciate y'all tapping in. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Y'all see how we do. We going live right after every Bucks game. We grinding, Bucks Nation. We building, we grinding here. Please make sure you share the content. Hit that like button. That helps other Bucks fans find the content, y'all. Yeah. We doing it early today. Let's go. You right. I see you, Daniel. I see you in the chat. Saul, Callie, Pronte, Max Villain, Eliza, Mr. Priceless, Deprevy, what's up, bro? Vome, what's good? Daniel Carter, Max Villain, Chitty, what up? AJ, what up? Mr. Cool, what up? Humble One, what up? Patricia, what up? Brandon, what up? Jenna, MOC, Eliza, Books. Everybody's in the house. What's good? We here early talking about this Bucks win. What's good, Bucks Nation? Huh? Let's go, Bucks. We needed this win. Yeah, I know it wasn't our best game. Yes, I know that. Yes, our defense could have played better. Yes, I know that. But we did enough to win this game, and that's what really matters. That's what we need to talk about on the positive. We did enough to win this game. Yes, we could have played better, but we also could have got a couple more calls from the refs too. The refs were wilding again, but it is what it is. We always got to battle the ops and the refs. But the Bucks are starting to take control. Dame Lillard has had a big game. He's hit 7 threes. Shout out to Dame Dollar. And then Giannis with another Giannis performance. Giannis with 33 points. 10 assists, 7 rebounds. I mean, baller today. And shout out to Malik Beasley, y'all. Malik Beasley's had 2 good games in a row. Shout out to Malik Beasley. After he had that little rough stretch, he's been hooping. We at least got something from Crowder. Crowder gave us 7 points. Lopez gave us 7 and 6 and 2 blocks. Lopez still be looking a step slow to me. It is what it is. Bobby gave us some points at some important times in his game as well. He was 5 of 14, 1 or 2 from 3, 11 points. He had a little stretch when he was hooping. Patrick Beverly giving us 5 points off the bench so far. Connaughton giving you 3. We're still hurting in the bench scoring. We're definitely still hurting in the bench scoring. What I've been seeing, like, we started to bite down, and look at these dudes right here making this way too close. Making it way too close. Let's go, Bucks. I be feeling like sometimes teams just be hitting on the Bucks. Like they be hitting, like the shots they don't hit against nobody else, they'll hit on the Bucks. Like it's really crazy sometimes. It is really wild. Oh, shout out to Hoyt Street E. I didn't see you in here, bro. What up? What up? Get to some of these comments too. And then after the game, I'ma put the link in the chat. Chitty said, for those who want to understand why NBA teams do not trade for old players, the Milwaukee Bucks is a perfect example. Jesus. Shout out to Chitty. Ha! Ha! Max Villa said Giannis and Bobby power forward who could play the 5. Okay. Mr. Cool said we lost to the Lakers because we didn't trap Russell. That's all it was. It was that simple, Mr. Cool. It was that simple. That's literally what it was. Max Villain said, I think we need 2 real centers and not 2 hybrid ones. I agree with that. Mr. Cool said, when Brooke goes to the double on the baseline, someone has to fill the middle. I didn't happen to see Doc wisely call the timeout to address that. Yeah, that's very true. That awesome point, Mr. Cool. Yeah, that's very true about that. That as far as them not filling baseline on the double, it was just the thing that I was seeing as well that I wanted to address too. I didn't see the communication like I was seeing in previous games in this game with the Milwaukee Bucks. I wasn't seeing the communication on defense. I saw a lot of lapses and a lot of my bads. We got to get back to being fundamentally sound basketball team, paying attention to your man, minding your business. Like we got to get back to the basics. This game shouldn't have been that hard. This game shouldn't have been that hard. Let's be real. This game shouldn't have been that hard. Patricia P said, "I'm not sure why Brooke is in the game right now." Y'all be going in on Brooke. Shout out to the Bucks. Have officially won 124, 117. Yeah, 124, 117. Back on the winning streak. Let's go, Bucks. Now we get the end of the game stats. Connaughton played 26 minutes and had 5 points. He did have a few good defensive plays. Same with Beverly, played 15 minutes. Bobby P, 5 of 14, 11 and 8, pretty much a double-double. Beasley, another solid shooting performance, 6 of 11, 4 and 9, 1 assist, 17 points. Shout out to him. Dame had a really good game, 11 of 19 from the field. 7 of 13, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 turnovers, 35. Brooke had 7. Giannis had 34, 7 and 10. Our stars came to play tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Our stars came to play tonight. That's a fact. Dame been cooking the last few games now, so it's good to see him trying to get it going too. But him and Giannis was cooking. Him and Giannis was cooking tonight. And they needed all of that because they got a solid. I mean, they was fighting. They were fighting. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. They was fighting. The PJ Tucker got minutes. He had 7 points. Unbelievable, 6 rebounds. Zubats was killing in the first half. Then we kind of slowed him down a little bit in the second. He had 18. We held Harden to 13, so that's good. Terrence Mann and Coffee was doing too much too. And then Norman Powell having 26 is a little wild. But they were only 14 of 47 from the 3-point line, 29%, and only shot 45% from 3. So that that kind of that helped us in the second half. They were pretty hot in the first half. And as you can see as well, what else was a problem is points in the paint. They almost outscored us by 20 points in the paint. That definitely was a problem. Zubats, everybody was just scoring inside. That definitely was a problem. Definitely was a problem. Also rebounding. They had 10 more offensive rebounds. That was also an issue that made this game closer than it needed to be. But we did what we needed to do. Our stars brought it home. So that's hey, we got to be happy about that. Our stars brought us home. So that's what's most important. Let me put the link in the chat so y'all can tap in. Shout out to Bucks Nation. Salute. We had it early today, Bucks Nation. We crack it early today. What up, Stacy? I see you. Oliver, I see you. I see y'all in here. What's good? Daniel, what up? Get to some of these comments while y'all tapping in. The link in the chat. My man Chitty said Brooke Lopez must be traded. And you know what? Brooke he a little slow and he can't play in all matchups. He can't play in all matchups. That's the problem. He can't play in all matchups. He's not trash. He just can't play against every team. That's the problem with Brooke Lopez. Stand by, stand by. I see y'all tapping in. Just give me a second to get some of these comments. My man Brandon said we got this, Bucks Nation. Absolutely. We here, bro. We here. We here. I'm gonna tap y'all in 1 second. Daniel Carter said Dame time. Yes, sir. AJ said if Giannis is on the pitch, they won't have these stupid runs they are making. I don't know what on the pitch means, but all right, bro. Salute to you. Eliza said, why are all y'all attacking Brooke who just hit that sweet 3? Because Brooke defense be suspect. Brooke be doing some suspect stuff, Eliza. What up, Bucks #1? Janet MOC. Janet MOC said if the Bucks lose this game, they deserve the poor due to poor defense. Our defense has definitely been poor today. Let me tap y'all in. What up, Brandon? Let me tap you in, Pronte. What up? What up? Yeah, no, our
What up?
defense is definitely a little soft today. What up, Bucks Nation? As y'all come in here, can you please hit the like button? We grinding right after the Bucks game, y'all. Putting in that pain with the best Bucks podcast on YouTube, best chat on YouTube. Come on, y'all, get them likes up. What up, Brandon? What up, Pronte? So, what y'all got to say about this game? Go ahead, Brandon first. Then you, Pronte.
Well, uh, I go to party.
All right, go ahead, Pronte.
Well, I thought the Bucks are not a strong road team. I think it's obvious, and it's just because they're not cohesive. They're
Mm-hmm.
not as cohesive as a unit yet to be strong on the road. You to win on the road, you gotta be solid. You gotta
Right.
know what you do all the time. Sometimes the Bucks make mistakes. I mean, they make simple mistakes like they miss coverages. All that. To
Yeah.
win on the road, against a good team, you gotta you gotta be on the string. You know what I mean? All the time. You gotta know what you're doing at all the time. So the Bucks are not the best road team. And you can see you saw it last game as well when they missed the coverage at the end of the game. They missed so many coverages in that Laker game. It was crazy. They was getting an open three. They should have won that game.
Right. That's why. But I also, but what I was saying though, too, Pronte, the community, they were communicating previously when they was playing that good defense. They was
Yeah,
talking to one another. It was communication. It was people yelling out. I didn't see. I haven't seen none of that the last few games.
yeah, and it's like they go in and out. That's what I'm saying. The cohesion of this group, they can tend to go in and out. You know what I mean? They tend to go in and out. They locked in, and they lock out.
Yeah,
It
that's
doesn't
fair.
make sense.
That's fair.
That doesn't make sense sometimes because like at the end of the Laker game, you saw people just giving up open threes because they weren't switching. And it's like, what y'all doing, man? Y'all going back to that.
Right.
So and that's on the guards. That's mainly on the guards. The guards aren't switching. They're not being consistent. And I'm not talking about Dame. I'm talking about Beasley and that small forward,
Mm.
whoever that is. They're not doing what they're supposed to do consistently all the time. They get confused too much. Um, Jay Crowder's giving you nothing. So all those
Well, hold
start
on.
Middleton
Crowder gave us 7 points today, bro.
today. But that's bench points. Like who wants a
Right.
7 point starter? I don't. So my point is like when we talking about Middleton or Jay Crowder, I think it's obvious who we need to
Right.
start. There's no. I mean, Jay Crowder give you 7 points off the bench. That's good enough. But
Right.
seven
That's
points
fair.
while you playing 35 minutes, that's not good enough.
Right.
Especially when you wide open the whole game. Um, I mean, you see the reason why we won. PJ Tucker was wide open all game and missed all his shots just about.
Just about.
So
Yeah.
that's good.
We
So when
let
people say,
Norman Powell do too much too, though, Pronte. We let
I mean,
Norman
but
Powell.
Norman Powell always do. That's his role. He like one of the best. He like Bobby Portis for the Clippers.
Okay, that's
So
fair.
it ain't really no surprise that Norman Powell got off. And when he played the Bucks, he always kind of get off. Always kind of get off because that's what he do. But they play good. I just wanna emphasize when Dame is playing bad, it's not Giannis's fault. When
Mm.
Giannis is not playing good, it's not Dame's fault. They are two individuals. They are grown men. You know what I mean? Like, stop saying, "Oh, it's because of this." No, it ain't because of them. They just missing shots. They
That's
off.
it.
They
It's
playing
simple.
bad.
They making it way more complicated than it needs
They're
to
like,
be.
"Oh, it's because Dame on the team. That's why." This because Giannis holding the ball too much. No, it's not. They're just not playing well, and players go through that all the time. Like Dame is playing since the All Star break. Game is playing perfectly fine. How
Right,
you
I
complaining?
agree.
I don't know. This is the Dame I want to see. Even when he's shooting bad, he's playing good defense. He's contributed. Now they two-man game is looking better. You see, they both had double-digit assists the last two games. That was
Mm-hmm.
all off the pick and roll. All
Facts.
off the pick and roll. They played the pick and roll. Giannis passes it out. He doesn't always try to force it. Of course, Giannis is a little injured. You can tell because he's not as explosive when
Mm-hmm.
he gets down there. That's why he's missing a lot of shots. But then Giannis has to pass the ball or he
Right.
learn how to pump fake. It will help him a lot because they're jumping every time. A couple
Correct.
pump fake and you get him in foul trouble. So that's all he needs to do. But they play both of them are playing pretty good. When Giannis becomes healthy and they develop this two man, they're gonna be dominant. That so don't worry about Giannis and Dame. Really, you got to worry about Brook Lopez because Brook Lopez has been playing terrible since the All Star break. He's been playing terrible since All break. He's like he's lost. He's
And
not
I'm
been
not gonna
playing.
say it's lost. I feel like he's just a day late and a dollar short and making all certain plays. You feel what I'm saying? Like his
I mean,
rotations are just a little late. His attempts to block a shot are just a little late. I just feel like he's just a step slower than usual. If that
and
makes sense.
Bobby Porter's like you said, right? He don't like to pass the ball sometimes. Sometimes you should pass. We starting to get back to Bobby Porter's trying to run a fast break, and it's a killer. It's the worst thing you ever seen in your life. Like, stop trying to run a pass break. Get the ball to a guard. I'm telling you, get the ball to the guard. 'Cause as soon as you start dribbling more than 5 dribbles on the court, we already know it's going to be a disaster. And
Right.
so does the other team. Pass it to Giannis, pass it to Dame, pass it to Pat Connaughton. I don't care who you pass it to.
Just
Pass
pass
the
the
ball.
ball.
Just
Right.
pass the ball and get to your spot. Because it's crazy how you trying to be a point forward and you ain't got no handles. So, so Bobby Portis need to stop doing that. But the Bucks won. We needed a win on the road. We can't be in this road trip losing every game. You know what I mean? So we play tomorrow, or is it a back to back?
Let me see. Hold on.
Tuesday.
Let me see.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah.
But I
We
think the Bucks
play.
are not. Dame is playing. Dame is locked in.
We playing the Kings. Yeah.
Yeah, which is gonna be another hard team. But Dame is locked in. Giannis is a little injured. So
Right.
you can tell because there's some things that he can't finish on because he's not jumping high enough. He's not ruling the jump. So you can tell that he's a little injured.
Right.
So, because some of those he was shooting, he wasn't playing that good this game. I mean, that's because he didn't have the explosiveness that he normally
Correct.
would have at the
He
rim to
doing what
finish.
he can. I just appreciate him being
He's
out
just
there
doing what he
fighting.
can. Yeah, you just gotta appreciate that he out here, but he
Right.
is doing what he can. You can clearly tell that some of them layups and some of them things would have been dunks or easy finishes,
Correct.
but he just don't have it. He just don't have the explosiveness right now because he's a little hampered. So, but he's out there giving his all for his team, and they like put Giannis back in. But I was like, man, look, he clearly tired. He played the whole third
Right.
quarter. He was tired. That's why Boston blew past him because he was tired.
Tired.
That's the
Yeah.
only reason why he blew past. Because who was Boston? Like, we don't know. So he blew past because Giannis was fatigued, but he was gutting it out for his team, and you got to give Giannis credit for that.
Credit for that. Yeah, I
You got
agree.
Chris Middleton been sitting on the bench half a season, and so at the end of the day, he ain't gutting it out for nobody. He ain't gutting it out for nobody. So at the end of the day,
That
and
man
we don't
said
want him.
Middleton been out half the season.
He been out half the season, man. Like, are we still depending on Middleton? We can't depend on Middleton. We just got whatever he give us. We just hope he stay alive for the playoffs. Because we need 20 good games from Chris Middleton the rest of the year. Because he gonna get injured. He gonna get injured. At this point, Chris Middleton is gonna get injured some way, somehow. Somebody's gonna bump into his legs. He's gonna shoot a jumper. He's gonna try to cross and cross too hard. Whatever the case may be, he finna be out. But the thing I want to see is can Giannis get healthy with Dame playing the way he playing? Because Dame's
Right.
playing really good. That two-man game is starting to come together. Can Brook Lopez figure out his game again? Because he seemed a little lost. I ain't gonna lie. It means slow, but that's because you just confused. But Brook Lopez can afford to be confused in the head because he already slow.
Correct.
So that makes him even slower. You know what I mean? So
But that's why I'm
now
saying everything seemed like is late. Everything is late with him right now.
because mentally he's not ahead. He
Right
has to
there
be
it is.
mentally ahead.
Okay, that's
You
fair.
see what I'm saying? He has to be
Right.
mentally ahead because he already a slow moving person.
So he got to be thinking this game through. Right.
Yeah, because he got to say put that hand up 10 seconds before he do it. If it's 5 seconds, then he late.
He
He gonna
like
be late.
right.
It ain't getting up. It ain't getting up there. So, but Pat Connaughton, I'm gonna give a shout out to Pat Connaughton because you know what? Pat Connaughton been balling. Pat Connaughton been balling. I
As of
hate to say
recently,
it,
yeah, he been playing
but
solid.
recently
Pat.
he been the best person off the bench
Right.
besides Bobby
No,
lately.
that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Offensively and defensively, he been holding the team down. And I guess Doc got into him and said, "Come on, man,
Right.
if you don't do something, you won't be in the league after this contract."
Right,
And
dude. And that's you saying that funny, but that's actually low key serious.
for real, he won't be in the league. If he don't
Right.
stay valuable right now, he don't have another contract. Nobody's paying for Pat Connaughton
Yeah,
to
that's
do nothing.
true.
So he's starting to step up. He's starting to look real solid. But then we just gotta get Middleton back. Is he coming back next game, Brandon?
Yeah, Brandon, he coming back.
I think they said they someone saying in the chat that said Chris Middleton might be close to return. But
Wait, what do you mean close? Close to what?
I don't know. Like
He might return close to April.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what does that mean?
Right.
Close to what?
They've been saying close for a long time.
Man.
like I don't know. They like I said last weekend in the last chat. We gotta get Chris Middleton off that
Honestly, honestly, I wish he would just retire after the season. Save your body, bro, because you ain't gonna make it. You get injured every other play. Like, ain't when you dribble down the court fast, you look like you about to get injured. So
Bruh.
just retire, bro. It's your body is literally breaking down trying to play basketball. Literally trying to run down the court, your body is falling apart. We
That's
can
true.
see it when you dribbling. We can see it when you shoot. We can see it when you playing defense. So you just need to. It's sometimes your body is telling you it's it. I'm done. I'm done. I think his body is telling him, you know what? I got a couple more games left for me. If you don't want to tear your Achilles or tear your ACL, you might as well call it quit. Cause I'm breaking down like an old car. He breaking his engine about to blow out.
Oh, why is he
He-
moonwalking on this man Middleton like this?
You had an old car. The radiator smoking. His car
Oh,
smoking right
get
now.
the lights up. Get the
His
lights up.
car
My man
smoking.
Pronte's in his bag. Get the
His
lights up,
car
ladies
smoking.
and
You know his
gentlemen.
car smoking. You know that radiator leaking. He like, dang, look at the car, that radiator leaking and leaking, leaking. That engine about to crack. His engine about to crack, man. He need to go ahead and end it while he healthy, because he ain't recovering like that. He don't recover from his injuries like he used to. So he need to move on and just say, you know what, I had a good career. Let me try to get this last ring and let me call it quits because
Right.
he really.
Yeah, that's what I say. He should win this ring with us this year and then retire off in the sunset.
Yeah, because his body can't handle it. His
Yeah, he
body
can't
can't
handle
handle
it. And don't
it.
steal from the Bucks, brother. You know your body can't play no more.
He
Don't
know his
steal that.
body
Don't
can't.
steal
He
from the
know his
Bucks,
body
brother.
can't handle another NBA season. He already know it.
Yeah, if he's being honest with himself, yeah.
If he,
Chris,
if he, if we should have been honest with ourselves, said, man, we signing you like LeBron James year to year.
yeah.
We gonna put you in a year to year contract. You know what I mean? 1 year, and then a team option the next year. Because at the end of the day, you can't sign him for 3 years. You can't sign Chris Middleton for 3 years. Brook Lopez too. He should have been year to year.
Year to year, yeah, for Lopez, yep. I didn't want
I
neither one of them, but I know
funny
they fan favorites and all of that, but
But the thing is, if he show up in the playoffs real good, and if he win or not win, if he show up, he gonna be some teams gonna want him.
right.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying we can't trade him now, but we can. If he show up for the playoff healthy, we can trade him in the off season. He got a nice contract. It ain't that big for some teams,
No,
you
that's
know
true.
what he bring. So if he just show up like clutch in the playoffs, some teams are going to bite, and we need to give him that. We need to feed him. Like, here you go, take on this contract, take on this 40-game season. You know what I mean, and go have fun with that. Because he ain't playing the whole season, and we know it. I don't think he ever gonna play a season where he plays more than 60 games,
I
and
feel
that's it.
that's fair.
That's
I
it. But the
feel
Bucks,
that's fair.
I'm just happy we won. Road
Right.
games are hard for us. We ain't really got it together like that. Let's be honest. We ain't mentally got the
Right.
cohesion, and we ain't playing on the string to be like, oh, we should win games on the road. We need
But
every
but we
road game.
gotta shout out Beasley too. Beasley has played well the last couple games after he was struggling for a minute. Beasley's played well the last couple games. We gotta shout out Beasley, like y'all shouted out Pat Connaughton. We gotta shout
No,
out Beasley
Beasley,
the
no,
same,
I
both of
never,
them.
I never had nothing too bad to say against Beasley because you can see him trying.
Right.
You can see him trying. He just, he a streaky shooter sometimes. Shooters are streaky.
Yeah,
You know what
true.
I mean? Shooters are streaky, so he was off. But he made some shots this game. But he also gives the effort. He was a little confused in the Laker game, but that's Beasley. He ain't a defender. He's trying to
Right.
become a defender. That's two different things. You know what I mean? So he gonna make mistakes trying to become a good defender. But At the end of the day, we got how many games left before the playoffs? 20?
Yeah, give or take. Yep.
20 give or take. We gotta get ready. We gotta get locked in. We gonna have to win a game on the road because we ain't gonna have home court.
That's a fact.
We
We
gonna have to
have to
we gonna
learn
have
to
to
play better on the
we have to
road.
learn how to stop making simple, stupid mistakes in times. You know what I mean? Because we should have beat the Lakers, but we gave up like three threes in 1 minute. you know,
Right.
wide open, just confusing threes. You know what I mean?
Or
Like
let
if you
people run into the lane and drop it too far, not stand to your ground. That
yeah,
too.
not trapping when you supposed to trap. Like I saw the
Right.
pressure. I thought he was gonna trap. Brook drops, but Dame should know Brook is always gonna lean towards dropping.
Dropping. Yeah.
So
That's
that's
true.
what I'm saying. Like you got to know that that's Brook.
Thank you,
Brook
Patricia.
don't want to trap. Brook don't even want to be out there. So he gonna drop. So you got to get in front of your man. You can't just be like, oh, Brook gonna be on it because Brook don't be on it half the time. When he even if he on it, he want to drop. So at the end of the day, man, Doc might have lost his last game just by having Brook in the game at that last possession.
I agree.
And
Not that
not
not that Bobby is a world beater, but he can at least move a little faster.
he would at least trapped
Right.
aggressively instead of dropping it drop coverage because that's all I want to do.
No,
On the
I
court.
agree.
So but the Bucks are looking. They Giannis has to get healthy. That's all I'm gonna say. Dame's looking like how we should want Dame to look. So there's
Right.
no point in complaining about Dame. That's exactly what you want from Dame right now. That's exactly what you wanted the whole year. So how are you still complaining? It doesn't make any sense. Like I was complaining about Dame because he was missing shots. And
Right.
then everybody like that was because Giannis had the ball too much. But I didn't think that's the case. I still don't think it's the case for either of them. I just
Right.
think they just need to be more. They had bad games, and Dame was adjusting to not having the ball in his hands. But
Right.
I wish both of them, and maybe they'll figure it out next season because it don't look like they're gonna figure it out this season. Learn how to play off the ball a little better. Both of them
Yeah.
are not playing the ball better. It's not just Giannis that don't know how to play off the ball. Dame doesn't know how to play off the
True.
ball either.
Fair.
So, because you kick out the Dame, he barely want to shoot the ball.
Right.
You the fourth best 3-point shooter in the game. That doesn't make any sense. So both of them had to get more comfortable playing off the ball a little better and find their game off the ball game. Because if they would have found that, their offense is elite,
Yeah, I
completely
agree.
elite. Because that 2-man game becomes that more elite. Because now the Giannis is bringing the ball up the court. You ain't mad. You know what I mean? You ain't mad because Giannis bringing the ball up the court because if you stand in this spot, Giannis gonna find you and it's a bucket.
Period. Yep.
The same with Giannis. You ain't mad that they ain't got the ball because if he throw a lob, he gonna throw a lob to you and it's gonna be a bucket because they gonna trap him. They gonna blitz him. So they gotta work on their off ball game. And if they both do that, the Bucks offense is gonna thrive for the next 2-3 years.
I agree.
But, ain't nothing much more to say about that. So I'm gonna pass to you, Brandon.
I think I know what I can say about Brook. It was not crazy, but I think Brook Lopez needs to take a vacay, DMP, go get his baby real quick, and then come right back before the
I don't
playoff.
know if you think some DMPs is gonna help. I don't know if the DMP is gonna help. Hold on 1 second. Oh, the legend is tapping in. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, Mr. Hey, hold on. What up? Mr. Cool has entered the building. Mr. Cool.
Hey,
Hey, y'all should get the likes up for real, for real. Mr. Cool don't tap in that often. He's always around, but he don't tap in like that, y'all. Get the likes up. Mr. Cool, you have the floor, sir. All yours.
hey, I'm just gonna make this real quick. We need to relax. Our team is fine. We are doing excellent. Okay, we were one possession away of being 2-3 on this road trip. We good. We good,
Yeah.
man. I got no problems. Doc's got control of this thing. Okay, we in good position right now. So I'm not pressing no panic button. I think we right on track to where we need to be. Remember when we won the championship, we was in third place in the conference that year, ended up winning the championship. So I'm not concerned about all the standings and all that as much as how we are playing. And we are getting there little by little. Yes, we got to get Dame and Giannis on the same track, more on their pick and roll, but they're getting there. Today, the second half, they played very well together. Very well together. So I'm not concerned about anything. I know people like get on Brooks' case. Look, Brooks is a big man. He's just slow. I mean, he's at the basket where he don't have to move a lot type of defender. That's where he's going to be effective. We will need him against other bigs. If Embiid comes back, we play
Mm-hmm.
against we play against Joker in the finals. We need Brook Lopez. We need that
Yeah.
size. So he becomes effective piece. But obviously, these are bad matchups. Some of these other teams. Not worried about that, man. Not worried about it. We good. We on our way to a championship. I firmly believe this. I watch every minute of every game. I'm convinced. So
I agree,
basically,
Mr.
all I
Cole.
got, guys. I just wanted to just chime in so people stop getting too overreacting.
Okay.
The chat room. We good. We good, man. We good.
Y'all done heard it from Mr. Cool, man. Mr.
Thank
Cool
you,
done
Mr.
tapped
Cole,
in
man.
today on a Sunday. On a Sunday. Salute to
They be
Mr.
killing me.
Cool.
Friday.
What's up, man? They be killing me. Dame be like 5 for 8. They be like, they ain't playing, man. How? How?
Right.
Man?
And
You know,
let me, I got to make one more comment
Okay,
if
go
I
ahead.
can, real quickly on Beasley. I guarantee you, since Doc has been the head coach, he's probably led the team in steals and deflections. It's not just steals; it's also
Mm,
deflections. That's a reflection of how he's defending better, getting up in people, knocking the ball loose. That's one of the things Doc said he wanted those guards to do, and we're doing it because that helps breaks up plays from the other team from attacking just by getting a deflection. Okay, so it's not always just steals, but he's
right.
probably got more steals than anybody since Doc has been the head coach. So trying to keep that in mind. And I got to go, y'all. I got to get some food. I'm hungry.
All right, Mr. Cool. Salute, salute. All right, Mr. Cool.
We got you.
Hey, yo,
I
Mr.
do.
Cool done tapped in. We got to salute. Hey, that don't happen all the time. Salute to Mr. Cool. Always appreciate him dropping in and coming in here, tapping in and dropping some knowledge. Salute to Mr. Cool. That is true though. Sometimes Bucks Nation be very dramatic from game to game. Like, yeah, we be a little too dramatic from game to game. We gotta know, like, you gotta trust the process, I guess. That should out kind of low key be our saying. Let's trust Doc's process.
I mean, we just are not gonna win every game.
Right,
Simple.
that's the thing.
It
But
don't
sometimes I
matter
think we
which
feel like
team
we
you got.
should, bro. We feel
You're
like
not
we
gonna
should.
you're gonna lose to some bad teams.
All
You're
right.
gonna lose even good teams lose like 20 games, 25 games a year. So you're not gonna win every game, and you can lose games and still win a championship. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna lose games and still win a championship. You're gonna lose games in a series and still win a championship. So, it's just about what you want to see out of certain people. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you want to see Dame and Giannis close the game like they close the game today. Playing off each other, using
True.
each other. You want to see that because you're going to need that in the playoffs. You want to see Dame making big shots like he made. Even though we lost, he made some big shots. Him and Giannis still
Yeah.
closed that game almost.
That's a
Just had a
fair. That's
defensive
fair.
lapse. So you want
No.
to see that because in the playoffs, you're gonna need that. You also want to see some of your role players start locking in. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the next piece because some of the impact content is starting to lock in. Hopefully you
Right.
can keep it up. But you need a role player that's just gonna be on point all the time.
Now, just to piggyback off of that real quick, Pronte, shout out to Chitty. Appreciate you tapping in, Chitty. Is that what are we doing with Jay Crowder? I know until when Middleton come back, he gonna start, but I feel like AJ Green at this point or Ajax or somebody should be playing instead of Crowder to an extent. He not
I,
giving us a whole lot right now from Jay Crowder keeping it real.
I think you're right, man. Like Jay Crowder is good because it brings you security because he got a lot of games under his belt.
Right.
So you feel comfortable about that. But that's it. If put it
That's
like this,
right.
if AJ Green if Jay Crowder played as many games as AJ Green, he would be on the bench for life. He wouldn't even see the floor.
Right.
So it's just off of what you did in the past, and Doc has to somehow get out of that because Jay Crowder ain't giving you what you need. He just ain't. He might be a little injured.
Right.
You know, Give him a break though. He an older vet.
But
He
that's what I'm
can't be
saying.
on the
We gonna
floor
need them
30
young
minutes.
dudes to start. One of them young dudes gonna need to be in the
If
rotation for the playoffs. We need
if
to see who
AJ
it's gonna
Green is
be.
giving you the same as Jay Crowder and he's younger with more energy, just
Right.
split the minutes. It
That's
ain't really
it.
that hard. You might get the best out of both of them. You know what I mean? So, because AJ Green is effective. We know if we pass to AJ Green in the corner, guess what? He more likely gonna make the shot than
That's a
Jay
fact.
Crowder. We know
Right.
that AJ Green. Now we know that AJ Green know how to do what? Move his feet on
Feet. Yep.
defense and hustle for rebounds. So I mean, Doc got to get out of that. That's a Doc thing, and that's always been the Doc thing. He need to get out of that. He got confidence in AJ Green, but it doesn't show. In some games because sometimes he just don't play them and it don't make sense. You got old players. You need to play some young players. You know what I mean?
Right.
Keep them fresh, just to keep them fresh, just to buy them some time. Because them knees ain't gonna be effective for 30 minutes. They might be
That's a fact.
effective,
That's true.
effective for 15 minutes. You know what I mean? Not 35 minutes. Jay Crowder shouldn't be playing 30 plus minutes in a game. It's just
Ever
that
actually.
ever, because he's too
Right.
old for that. Brook Lopez either, because he a little too old for that. Only when you just break the glass on that. But they got to be hot. So I think I'm with you on AJ Green. Some of the young guys got to play, but AJ Green is real solid. You know what you're gonna get out of him.
Bro.
So put him in. Why not put him in? Because he gonna get a couple of good looks at threes, and he might knock him in down more than any other player off the bench.
Bro.
You know,
Easily. Easily. Easily.
he's a third best shooter on the team.
Easily. No, I'm with you on there. Shout out to Chitty. Go ahead,
Amara,
Chitty.
hey, Amara, greetings to everyone, Box Nation. I want to know why we should have a crowd out for 15 minutes, as Quante was saying. How do we give up 5 second round picks and we have him for just 15 minutes of the game? Trade him out of this team. Because I don't understand how we have a player for 15 minutes and then we get 5 second round picks for him. Like, what does it make sense at all? Like, I don't understand. Yo, we are just tolerating a lot of nonsense on this box team. And the truth is, it's just too much. It's just too much. I
Get
don't
him,
understand how you give
Chitty
a
was
5 second
off the
round pick to
rip
a player
today.
and you
Off
just
the
have him for
rip.
15 minutes on the floor.
Get the likes up. Chitty is off the rip today. Go ahead, Chitty.
Man, see, the last 3 games that we played have been so disappointing. So disappointing. From the Golden State Warriors to the Lakers yesterday, 2 days ago, and to this Clippers game. Like Milwaukee Bucks have no reason to have games like this season. We have no reason to be playing like this. Like we're dragging with everything. It's kind of like a dogfight with everything. No team excluded, including the what you call it, including the feeders, Washington Wizards. There is no way we are in a dogfight with everything in the NBA. It does not make sense. And then you have the best player in the world in Giannis Antetokounmpo on your team, which is an X factor. Because any other team that has that, they are actually a contender in championship. Let's be honest about it. So there is no reason why you should be in a dogfight because you have that X factor with you. It's more or less like Milwaukee
It's the
has a goat
NBA
and they
though,
don't know
Chitty.
how to
Let's
use
not
it.
do that. Sometimes bad teams
No,
have
no,
good
no.
games
No,
too. You know what I'm
no, no,
saying?
no, no. I
No,
know,
no.
no,
We just
no,
did it to the
no.
Clippers though. We didn't have Giannis and
Amara,
Middleton. We just did
Amara,
it to the
I'm
Clippers.
not, yeah, I'm not badmouthing any NBA team, but I
Okay.
am just saying that we've seen these other teams against other teams in the NBA, and they don't play like this. I mean, not that they don't play like this. They don't make baskets like the way they do against us.
I
The
just think
problem
teams
is there is
really
one
a
thing.
game against us though too though, Chitty. I think teams really play hard
Oh,
against the Bucks. I really do.
Shitty.
I'm for
oh,
real about that.
I
Wait,
understand that, but
Amara,
shit,
you think other teams don't bring their A game against the Boston Celtics? Or they don't bring their A game against the Denver Nuggets? Or they don't bring their A game against the Warriors or the Lakers? We watch all
Okay.
these games now.
shitty, shitty,
Ah,
shitty, shitty. I'm gonna tell you this though. The Denver Nuggets only 2 games ahead of us. So the only team that's really ahead of us by more than 1.5 games is the Boston Celtics. So if you were a Denver Nuggets fan, what would you be saying about them? They just won a championship. So you know what I mean? They have very little turnover. They didn't just get a new star and implement them. They didn't get a new coach halfway through the season. You know what I mean? So the Bucks got plenty of reasons to be playing like this. To be honest
no,
with you,
we
but
don't have plenty
they're
reasons. We don't
still
have
in the
plenty
top
reasons to be
five
playing
record
like
in the
this.
league
I don't
playing
I
like
don't
this.
agree. I don't agree
That's
that the Milwaukee
cool.
Bucks. Do you know the reason why I don't agree that the Milwaukee Bucks have many reasons to play like this? Because we still have our core that we still won the championship. We still have the Lopez, we still have the Middleton, we still have the Bobby Portis, we still have Pat Connaughton. These guys are on the team. It's not like we traded all of them out and it's a new team that was
They
starting
didn't,
afresh
but
and
they
they're
didn't
trying to learn
change
the
the
culture.
system.
No, that's
They
not
have a
what
completely
is
new
happening.
offensive system and defensive system. They didn't change the whole system
Oh,
of the team.
oh,
Denver got the same system. They got the
oh.
vets they wanted to keep. They didn't lose nobody. They're in their problem. They still almost lost more games than the Bucks. And the Bucks
Go
got
ahead,
new
Brandon. Go
players,
ahead,
got
Brandon.
the
Hold on one
highest
second,
turnover
Prime
rate
Time.
in the
Go ahead,
league.
Brandon.
Okay, Brandon, please, I want to hear your take in this, man,
Go
because
ahead, Brandon.
I'm getting frustrated right now. Yeah.
Giddy, hold up. Hold up, let me say this, Giddy. We've been on a roller coaster ride this 30, this, this season. Let me explain it out for you. We got Dane. Dane went through a lot. We got rid of our old coach. We are playing 3 Hall of Fame coaches at the same time. Mike, Griffin, and Doc. But yeah, we still the third team in the East, but we are right there. Everything is figuring it out. Dame and Giannis and the whole team are figuring it out. Because this still the same Buck team, but at the end of the day, people need to relax, Buck Nation. We are on a turning point. We turned this thing around. We already been had Buck in the road because everything was changing too fast. But
Okay.
like I said, just relax. When we win this championship this season, we will look back on that many that we had because it's not the everything day. Buck Nation. People need to chill out on Dame and talk about, oh, we don't care about Boston. Yes, the Buck need to get out their head right now. Yeah, Boston number 1, but what matters is everybody trying to stay healthy before the playoff starts. Who cares about the number 1 seed? Who cares about the MVP?
Okay,
None,
Brandon.
none of that matters. The only thing is the number one thing. The number one thing is the championship.
Mm-hmm.
That's on everybody's
Talk
mind.
to him, Brandon.
They want to win a championship with Giannis. That bad want to win one. Everybody lock in, including Doc. Doc changed the team around because when we got Asian Griffin, we couldn't do nothing. Yeah, some of our players are old, but at least our defense stepped up.
Yeah, there
You know
we
what I'm
go. Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Brandon, I like what you said. Brandon, I like what you said about the fact that we could win a championship this season. And I like your faith. I'm not going to dispute that. You see, uh when you set a goal, like a yearly goal, you should have milestones, right? The number one spot should be a milestone for a team. Denver Nuggets last season won number one spot and they won the championship. These are milestones that a team sets in order to achieve the bigger goal, for the season or for the year. I'm sure also MVP accolades are part of the what you call it, the milestones. Because if you have a player that already has the MVP, when you're going into the playoffs, you're already putting fear in your opponent's heart because already the player they're playing against already has an MVP for the season. So they don't know what to expect because that's the best player. Already the media is poking fear into your opponent. So I think every accolade during the regular season contributes to helping that team, foster that team towards that greater goal, which is the championship. And that's why MVP is important. That's why all of these other accolades are so important for a team to achieve.
Hold
If
on one
not,
second.
then
One
what do you
second,
achieve in
Chitty.
your
Let
regular
me just get
season?
this super chat. Hold on
Yes,
one
please.
second, Chitty. 1 second. What up, Hoy Street E? Appreciate the 199 super chat. We smoked Boston by 30 under Griff. Kick rocks. We did, and we gonna smoke them even more under Dot. But yeah, that's true. But that still didn't say that one go save him though. But that one go save him. But
Yeah,
I
but
feel you though. Salute to Hoy Street E. Go ahead. Go ahead, Chitty.
yeah, but Amara, you see, one thing with the Boston Celtics is not the fact that we didn't beat them. It's the fact that they close out on their opportunities. They don't let opportunities just slide on the table. They know they're going to beat a team. They will beat that team and get that that record for the number one spot. They will retain that. Do you understand? And you know what? During the playoffs, they will have home advantage against any other team that are going to play,
Right.
and that also has one or two advantage towards winning. Because if you play the first series of the game from your home court and the home fans are actually cheering you on, it destabilizes the opponent. It takes the heart, another kind of heart for the opponents to be able to beat you at home during the playoffs, and the first game is in your house. You're already an advantage up from your opponent already. So basically, I'd say this: yes, the Boston Celtics should beat them, but the truth is they've never had any opportunity to beat teams that they should be beating and running off the floor that they have not capitalized on it. There is no team that the Boston Celtics, this game, they're supposed to win, that they've not capitalized on it or winning those games. And that's the reason why they're different from the Milwaukee Bucks. Because, first of all, whatever we're talking about currently, the Milwaukee Bucks losing games is hurting Giannis MVP stats or MVP lines. And the truth is, if we talk about we are a team, we should be able to look after each other. We should be our brother's keeper. There should be brotherly love. When you know that losing games like this hurts your what's his name, your teammates from getting the accolades that would add to the team,
But
you should
it's
be
not
playing.
about the MVP though, Chitty. That's what I'm saying. It's not about
We
the
are not talking.
MVP. The MVP is the
Amara,
icing
Amara, I'm
on
not just
top.
talking.
We care
I'm not
about the
just talking
Listen,
about the
championship,
MVP.
Chitty.
Amara, I'm not talking just about the MVP. I'm talking about
Okay.
milestones to the championship. And I'm saying that these accolades are part of the things that gets us to that championship. The truth is, if Bucks were number one currently, I'm telling you that just the fact that the media is all hyping Bucks up, right, will just be a terror to our opponents. Before the game starts, we're beating our opponents because of where we are and the way the media speaks about us. There's no way you'll be a winning team in the NBA that the NBA media will be talking bad on you. There is no way. And all these things are part of the things that bring about a value to a team. It brings about
I,
value to that city.
I know. I understand what you're saying, but the thing is, I think you going too deep into this, Chitty. I just think on a surface level, this team just need to play better and just communicate better
They need to.
defensively, and let's worry about being healthy before getting into the playoffs so we can actually win this championship. I think that's kind of what's most important. Hey, Brandon, let me tap you out for a minute so I can tap in. We got somebody new in the chat. Let me tap them in real
now
quick,
I'm
and
gonna
I'll pull
say
you
this
back.
about
All
the
right,
MVP. The
appreciate you.
real MVP of the
All right.
league,
All right,
and Giannis is my boy. Giannis is always gonna be an MVP candidate.
all right.
Always gonna perform like an MVP. But the real MVP is SGA. Who
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
OKC coming and being the number one seed in the West? How you don't get the MVP for that?
that I
That's the
agree.
one who's really getting screwed. How you,
That
I mean, he averaged he carrying that team to the number one seed in the West out of nowhere with one of the youngest teams that's a contender in the playoffs. That's the MVP.
correct.
I, over Joker and over Giannis.
I
So,
can agree
and I'm
with
not
that.
saying he's a better player, but he's the most valuable player in this league to that team
To that team, I
right
agree
now.
with that.
Right now, the way he's performing, that's the one I would say deserves the MVP over both of them. You
Right,
know, Unity Joker is easy because people just for some reason like his game so much.
right.
You know, man, I kind of know why, but I'm gonna just leave it alone. Uh,
What up, Pino
but
P?
go ahead.
Appreciate you tapping in, bro. We got a first timer up in here. We got Pronte in the chat. We got my man Chitty and Pino P tapping in. What's good with you, bro?
Not much, not much. Hope y'all can hear me. My
Yeah, we can
service a
hear
little
you. We can
funny.
hear you. Tell me how you feel about the game
Okay.
today, bro. Go ahead. Floor is yours, fam.
I, I watched the whole game. It was cool. Like it's nice to see the Dame and Giannis two-man game. It's hitting a whole nother level under Doc. We never
Right.
seen this under Griffin. Not one time. It was like, Dame do you, Giannis do you. And it was this ISO for both of them, make their plays, and Dame would just get a lot of shots either off of isolation, Brook Lopez screening rolls, or Giannis just tossed it out to
Right.
him and bang, you just shoot it. Now I see a rhythm, and I love what I'm seeing in that regard. I feel like it's a process. Every game is a process. We're gonna lose to some teams, we're gonna beat some teams, but we just got to take the ups with the downs. And
Right.
mind you, all the comparisons Chitty is making to Boston are irrelevant. Chris Middleton has been injured and on a minutes restriction. Boston hasn't dealt with that with their third best player at all. On top of that, they just lost to the Cavs, up by 15. No
Right.
Donovan Mitchell in the fourth quarter, choked. So you say they don't do stuff like that? They did it. They just did it. So, and that's the Boston you're praising. So let's just be realistic. Every team has
He
low
talking.
moments. Every team gonna lose sometimes. Boston also lost to the
Yeah,
Lakers without AD and LeBron. Both of
no,
them. Go look that up. They lost to without both of
bro,
them.
bro,
So
bro,
so
Lost
so
to
the
bro,
the
bro,
Bucks
Boston
by
you're
bro,
50.
praising,
bro. You want to attack. You want to attack my point. I'll tell you something, right? I'll tell you something, right? Nobody's saying that in this league it should go 82-0. It's not possible. Even the Chicago Bulls during the Michael Jordan prime didn't go 82-0 in the league. That's not possible. What we're trying to say is there are just losses that are so disappointing. Like there are losses that makes your fans like check box Twitter. You see mental health of fans. Like a lot of fans on Twitter actually look at box game and just believe that we're going to lose that game. If we win that game, it's a miracle. That's how it is right now. Like we're having losses, disappointing losses that we're not supposed to be having.
That
But
was
that's the
extreme,
truth.
Chitty. Chitty, that was extreme, bro.
No,
You
but
went
that's what
all the
it
way.
is.
Come
And
on,
see,
Chitty, man.
your
Go
your
ahead, bro.
Celtics are actually for me to deal with my mental health currently watching the box game. I just think it's already a loss automatically. So they won't surprise me. I won't be flabbergasted if they lose the game. I've already wrote my mind on that because of the way we're playing this season. But if we do win the game, oh thank God! At least I wanted them to win. But just not to have shockwave in my mental state. I just zero it as a lot. But that's what it is now. That's what the games have come into. You don't do that against Boston Celtics. When Boston Celtics is going against any other NBA team, you actually have that belief that it's going to be a win. We're not here talking about again, the Boston Celtics traded most of their key players. They traded Marcus Smart this season. They traded what's his name, the tall guy also that is in Portland Trail Blazers. They traded all of their core team also. And what happened actually? They brought in new guys. Porzingis is new. Drew Holiday is new. He has not been in the system. But something happened. What happened? They were able to integrate into that system. They had a step by step to integrate them into their system back again. Well, okay, they did change their coach from Ime Udoka to who they have currently. But all these things are not still part of the things that is affecting Boston Celtics. Other teams are dealing with the same thing that we did during the
Hey man,
offseason. Other teams
I don't
traded
want to
for new
talk no more
players
about the
also.
Boston Celtics. That's enough about the Celtics. Celtics can kick rocks and
And
pound sand.
let's,
They ain't
let's talk
about to
about
do
the
nothing.
Lakers.
They ain't about. Let's talk about
And
this
let's talk
Bucks
about the
win
Lakers. Let's
today
talk about
and how this team is playing today, right now, and what we expect moving
oh
forward. That's what's important
Amara,
about this
I've told you
team.
I've told you how our team is playing currently. The Bucks team is playing zero your mind, it's a loss. If they win, it's a miracle. That's how
That's
they are playing
crazy.
currently. Till they change
Hold
it,
on one
till
second,
they
Chitty. Hold
change
on
it,
one second,
then
Chitty,
we
Chitty,
then we
Chitty,
can
Chitty.
tell
Hold
you
on,
what it
Chitty,
is. That's the
Chitty,
Hey,
truth.
Chitty. Hold on,
Yeah,
Chitty.
why would you
Hold
be
on.
so mad then
yeah, bro.
if
Hold
that
on.
was the
First, I'm
case?
gonna let Pronte tap in, and then I'm gonna let Pino P retort to what Chitty's rant. Go ahead, Pronte.
I'm saying, Jenny, why would you be so mad if that was the case? If it was a miracle if they won. It is not a miracle. You literally expect them to win every game. That's how good they are. So they're not playing like it's a miracle. You're so mad because you know they got enough talent and enough.
Right.
When they lock in, they can beat every team in the league by
Facts.
20 and most by
Correct.
20. That's why you're mad. So it's not a miracle. And why are we listening to Twitter? Come on now. Twitter say if you've ever been on Twitter, they say a lot on Twitter
Right.
about everything. So that's a waste of time. They don't even watch the games; they just watch highlights. So it's like, why are you even talking about Twitter, man? That doesn't even make sense. Um, But the Bucks, man, look, they gonna lose some games. I like what my man said. They just figuring it out. It's a process. The 2-man game is coming, and you know what you seen out of that 2-man get, Chitty? Is Giannis getting double digit assists every game, and
Right.
Dame it. That's coming from their investment on the pick and roll. So
Correct.
the sharper they get with that, the more they're gonna hurt teams. The real problem with the pick and roll is Giannis has to settle for a jumper sometimes, and he doesn't want to.
Correct.
So, and that's what's really hurting the pick and roll game right now. But he's got a lot better at passing when they step up and hitting the open man, and they're hitting their shots. So now you see him getting, instead of 5 assists and 6 assists, he's getting 11 and 12, and so is Dame because
Right.
Giannis is rolling harder to the basket. So that's an improvement. Now we need them to get a little bit better and better and better at that as the season go on, because that's going to hurt a lot of teams. So they're getting better. The thing you're saying about Boston is they're just sharper at what they do right now.
Correct.
But that's the Bucks' floor. This is the Bucks. The third rated team in the East is the floor. Boston's at their ceiling right now.
That's a
And that's what
fact
you're not
now.
going to
That's a
see. The
fact.
Bucks ceiling is much higher than Boston's. And you're
I agree
starting to
with
see
that.
why. You saw why at the end of these 2 games. Because at the end of the game, you got to stop Giannis and Dame. Good luck
Yeah.
with that. If they're playing together, good luck with that, because they both can hit hard shots. They both are gamers, and they
Right.
both can lock in. And then if you got a role player like Bobby, Brooke, anybody else, even Middleton, if he ever plays again, you're gonna be hard to
Oh
beat,
man.
regardless. You know what I mean? You're gonna be hard to beat regardless. The teams are worried that the Bucks will figure it out because they're playing inconsistent basketball. That's all it is. It's inconsistent, and that's what's frustrating. One day they shut teams out, beat them by 30.
Right.
The next game is close. You know what they capable on D because you saw it. And then you know what they capable. You see they still on offense. They can score 140 points on offense, and they can shut teams out to 80. That's their ceiling on both ends.
That's a fact.
That's it. And they can do it, but they're not consistent yet. And they're not consistent because of the turnover. They're getting used to each other. They're getting used. They're missing on communication, like Amara said. You
Right.
can see it in the games. You've been seeing it in the games that they lost. It's just communication. It's not talent. Yeah, they're a slow team, so it was good that they slowed down the pace because they were running too hard for the slowness of their team. They were moving too fast, and they tired themselves out. So that's good for the Bucks. But some teams they can outpace depending on the lineup they have. That's why we say they should play some of the younger players you know. But we got to worry about in the MVP. Okay, whatever. The MVP is okay. If he wins the MVP, great. If he doesn't, let's get the championship. Because what I like where the Bucks is at. Because I remember when the Bucks won the championship, I was at a lot of those games in the playoffs, and then I was at this game when they lost when Giannis a couple games in the series, the first series of Miami, and the crowd was different in that series versus the series in Miami. And I'm telling you how they different. They expected to beat Miami. So they were more like a regular season crowd. Whereas when they won a championship, they didn't know what to expect. So they
Right.
was hyped
Yeah.
everything. They was living about everything. And the Bucks need that. The Bucks need that. The Bucks need a crowd that don't overestimate the Bucks. Like, oh, we should be winning by 20. Oh, we should be beating this team by 30, because then they don't cheer as loud. But if they know they're gonna be in a dogfight, the Milwaukee crowd is gonna stand up a little bit harder and gonna push them through. So I like where the Bucks is at, because when we played that one, what was it that our last home game? All you heard the players talk about was how the crowd was into the game. That was
Hold on one
without
second,
Giannis.
Pronte.
We
Hold
can
on one second.
operate better as underdogs, Shitty. I'm gonna tell you
One
right now.
second, Pronte. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Tommy. I see y'all in the chat. 1 second. Appreciate the 4.99 super chat. Pronte talked of X's and O's. Chitty be Giannis ranting. Salute to you, Hoy Street. Appreciate the
Hey,
4.99
hey,
super chat. Salute, salute,
I
hey,
salute.
guarantee
I
you,
see you in the
I'm
chat
not,
too, Cynthia.
I'm
Tommy.
gonna, I'm gonna
Amara,
pass
I'm
that
not
to you.
Yeah.
talking,
I
I'm not
guarantee
talking
you
about
that the Bucks.
Giannis. I'm not talking about Giannis here. I'm just talking about the Bucks game and what we see. Again, this season we have over 23 losses this season alone, and we just have 42 wins. The 23 losses we've had, check the teams we've lost against. These are teams that are like under 500. I'm trying to let you guys understand that it's not just about just looking at Twitter and saying, oh, if we win games today, then it's a miracle. No, it's the way we've been losing games this season. Games,
Emma,
okay, we during Griffin's era, we don't come out with effort. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, we don't want to play the game. Giannis keeps us in the game because of the momentum he builds from first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. Then in the fourth quarter, the whole players want to play, and then if we don't play, if the other team we cannot get steals or stops, then they beat us, they blow us out the floor. That's what he has been during the briefing style. It's more or less like first, second, third quarter we don't want to play. The fourth quarter we want to play, and then if the team is so close that or so kind of like powerful because we give them so much advantage over us, they beat us and we lose. And these are teams that were supposed to be beaten. And now now what we're having now is the fact that first quarter we come out we play, second quarter we come out we play, third quarter we don't come out no show.
Hold on
Fourth quarter
one
is
second,
now a
Chitty. One
close game
second,
and we
Chitty.
can't. Yes,
They said
please.
salute to Pronte,
I,
but man always speaks facts. Absolutely.
I just feel
Salute to
like
you, Pass. Appreciate
Chitty,
the 199.
Hammer. Let me ask you a question. You went to that Clippers game, right? How was the
Yeah.
crowd? How was the fan? How were the people in the stadium?
Man, they was hyped. They willed that
It
team to
was hot.
victory, bro.
I'm
They
telling
willed the
you,
team to
Chitty.
victory,
I'm
bro.
telling you, Chitty. This season, because the
Yeah,
Bucks have been like they're not favorites, I bet you the Bucks fans are gonna be super jacked every playoff game. They're gonna be super
Yep.
jacked because last year they expected to blow out Miami and it was a different crowd. Because as soon as the
Yep.
game was close, they wasn't really cheering. Now they don't expect to win like that. So now watch the Bucks fans in the playoffs. They're gonna be livid every game.
Yep.
It's gonna be a different energy in that building, and that energy is gonna propel and motivate Dame and Giannis and the rest of the role players because we got players like Bobby and players like Pat Bev that get real hyped up off the crowd. So I'm telling you, this might be the perfect.
You muted. We can't hear
yeah,
you,
Conte.
Pronte. We
We
can't
can
hear
hear
No,
you,
we're
you.
not
Conte.
good. We're not good as front runners. We better when we have a little underdog, a little chip on our shoulder, and little unexpected people expect us to lose. We just a better team. We better fans when it's like that, especially when the playoffs come. So you're gonna see fires of fun. Watch what you see. That whole Bucks their district gonna be lit up. It's gonna be
No,
lit up come playoffs.
home court advantage means something. Having your home crowd behind you means something. And I know Fiserv Forum in the playoffs, the energy is definitely different. I'd have been there multiple times for multiple games, and that energy is different. There was maybe a little bit of arrogance in the air last year. It won't be that this year.
It was a lot of arrogance in the
Arrogance
air
in the
last
air.
year. You
And,
could
and
just
then
feel
with
it in
this
the game.
team too, all we got to do is be healthy and confident going into the playoffs, and we'll be straight. The wins and
We
losses don't really matter. It's how we look before the playoffs start. Like about 5 to 10 games out from the playoffs, how we looking then is what will be most important. Right now, we just need to work out the kinks. I don't know if people understand how big of a transition this really was for everyone on this team and
yeah,
organization with all the changes that were made this year and throughout the year. You know what I'm saying? So it's for them to even be in this position. I'm proud of the Bucks with all the turmoil, all the stuff, the trade, everything that was going on. For them to be in this position is dope. All we need to do is somehow for Chris Middleton to be healthy before the playoff. If he could just be healthy for the playoffs, right?
look,
If Middleton is healthy for the playoff, it's gonna make everything that much easier. Because no disrespect to Jay Crowder, but we obviously see the levels difference between Jay Crowder and Chris Middleton. It's multiple levels, and then hopefully Jay Crowder go to the bench and coming in against the second team, he can start finding some form of rhythm. That's what I'm hoping. But Pino P, let me let you get your last words in, bro, and then I'm gonna tap somebody in. So go ahead, Pino.
Okay, yeah. Last thing I was gonna say is we're just seeing a tale of 2 weeks. After the All Star break, great defense, right? Offense wasn't what we wanted it to be. The offense is starting to come around. The defense is suffering a little bit as more film than got out on the Bucks defense. They will adjust, they will adapt, and they'll continue to improve. It's not always going to be great. There's going to be low offensive moments, low defensive moments, but I like what I'm seeing from Doc. It's we're on the way up. We're on the way up. So that's all I got for y'all, man. I'm gonna
I
check out.
appreciate you tapping in first time, man. Feel
All
free
right.
to tap back in, bro. Appreciate you.
Okay.
All
All
right,
right,
bro.
bro.
All right, go. Let me tap in the homie Gibson here. All right, Gibson,
Yes,
you up
sir.
in here. What up, Gibson? We got Prontaine Chitty in the building, and we got the Bahamas representing my man Gibson Nicholas. What's
Salute,
good?
salute,
Give it to the
salute,
people, sir.
salute, salute, peace and love, peace and love. Chitty, I hear you,
Peace and love.
Fronte, good knowledge, and that gentleman who
Hold on
just
one
left up
second.
for
Let me
chat
get this
again.
super chat. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Cynthia can't let it go. What up, Cynthia? Appreciate the 4.99 super chat. Amber Middleton is trash. Damn, she don't got no. She don't got no heart. Come on, Cynthia. You still going in on Middleton. You won't let that man free. She consistent. Salute to Cynthia. Go ahead.
Like
Go ahead, Gibson. Go ahead, Gibson. Talk to the people.
that gentleman you just bring in just now, you need to bring him one more. He have some very good knowledge.
Yep.
I like what he was saying. I like it.
Hey,
I like
hey,
it
Gibson,
too.
this is the
So
#1 Bucks podcast on YouTube. Best Bucks chat. Whoever tap in here got a high IQ off rip. They know what they doing. Just tap it into this podcast. Got a high IQ. They just displaying it. Salute to Pino P. Go ahead, brother.
I love the game today. I call it a compliment. I love the game today. I ain't gonna be too long because my kids in the background making
Mm,
all kind of noise, so I gotta talk
okay.
with them. But I ain't gonna be short. So I like the game today. I like that combination with Giannis and Dame. I want to see more of that. That's what I was waiting on right there. Under Griffin, it wasn't really showing that much. Doc, unlocking those guys right there. That's what I like to see today. We can win some games now. We can win some. You lose some. You win some. You lose some. So we got to give and take. So we ain't gonna win it all. So I just want this team to make it past the second round. That's all I want. Make it past the second round. I
Hold on,
want us
no,
to
no,
be
no,
another
no, no.
first
Hold
round
on. We
pick.
not doing that, Chitty. Hey, Chitty,
No.
you gotta tell this man. Pronte. Hey, Gibson, what is you talking about? It's championship
No,
time here. We ain't talking about no get past no second round. No, 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 no. We not doing that, bro. This team is built to win a championship. All we need to do is be
right.
healthy before the playoffs, and we cooking, bro. We just need Middleton to be healthy for the playoff and this championship, bro. No, no, no.
Uh,
Second round, we not doing
uh,
that
Actually,
today, Gibson.
actually,
Championship banner time, bro. Banner time.
Amara, I wanted to say something.
Go ahead.
I think we are the top five most expensive team currently in the
Correct.
NBA. We are a small market team, but we're paying the players the most. Top five in the NBA currently. You have Golden State Warriors, you have Lakers, but we are actually like kind of like with these guys, this big market team. And I don't think that the front office or the organization itself decided to sacrifice all of this amount of money to pay to these players, especially these veteran players or experienced players, and we don't have any chance on winning the championship this season. I think they went all out because Giannis actually made some off-season comments where he talked about if the Milwaukee Bucks is serious about winning the championship, then they will lose him from the team. And the front office responded by going after Dame when he was off in the market. They went after Dame. They also went after other players on the team, and also they went after a new coach. So I think that this season would really be a failure to the Milwaukee Bucks if we don't win the championship. It will be
Yeah.
recorded as okay, we failed again this season because the amount of pay, like I think we're over the line, what do they call it, the tax line for paying for payment to players on the team. That's for the NBA or official rates, right? I think we're over the line, and what we're doing is we're also paying taxes because of that. We have Jake Radar, we have Beasley, we have all these guys that we're paying. So I don't think that if we don't win a championship this season, that we've done a great job. I think we failed because where we are ranked with payment and everything, and a championship contender, because bringing them into the team wasn't just to come in and then let them fraternize and then get it next season. No, it was for them to win now. And that's what they are
Right.
doing. Our players are old, they are 30 something years old. So there's nobody who's bringing, there's no other team in the NBA that's trading for older players. The reason why the Milwaukee Bucks is trading for older players is to maximize Giannis' prime before he even gets into his prime or while he's in his prime. So I think it's championship or bust.
Go ahead, Gibson. Retort, sir.
all right then, Amber. back to what I was saying now. I have an announcement I would like to make for Bucks Nation and for you guys in the chat. My question is, right, what I would like to ask, whether or not, if he cannot go, I would like to see a younger guy more in the rotation instead of the elder guy. We understand they get experience, but we need guys like Marjan, Andre Jackson, those guys them to get more. Let's take for example two teams I look at when I was watching their game. I look at Miami and the Golden State Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what Miami do? They give their young guys a chance to play with their key role guys, their star players guys, like the guy who they drafting, the hot ass guy. He's a very good player because why? They put him in the game, they let him have a feel of the game so he could understand the game and get more relaxed. So I would like to see our young guys getting more opportunity on the team because why? They are the future when Middleton, Giannis them retire. They are the guys that are going to take the team
Right.
over if they still on the team. That's what my take is. I would like to see them get more reps, more playing time, so they could have a feel of the game. That's what I would like to see.
What you think about that, Pronte, and then you, Chitty?
I'm gonna say this. Not too worried about that no more at this point of the season. It's go time. You're not gonna rely. If you gotta rely, I mean, how many championships have Miami won with that formula? Last time they won a championship, they had who?
LeBron.
LeBron, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade. So we gonna and Shaq, and you know what I mean. Like so, they wasn't young. They wasn't young. They had Ray Allen out there. He was at the end of his career, so they wasn't young. They didn't put in. They had old Gary Payton. They
Right.
had, So we not talking. We that ain't what wins championships. You see what I'm saying? The vets are what win championships. Everybody knows this. That's why the young players they play. Go State can play around with young people all they want. They get them through the regular season. It ain't gonna win them a championship. When they won a championship, Jordan Poole was a great addition, but he was clearly a better player than you're gonna get out of most young players. You think they're gonna win a championship with Kaminga? With that pod dude? No,
Kaminga.
come on now. Like they ain't finna run through the West like that. So and Miami ain't winning. The last team that won a championship in the East was the Bucks, and we went young.
That's true.
So, at the end of the day, yeah, for the future, but a future without Giannis is a dim one anyway.
Right.
So, so we rebuilding anyway. So we gotta move on. We not even gonna think about that, man. Gibson, let's not go that far. We need
Right.
Giannis, and so we ain't gonna worry about that. We need to win 2 championships now. Now, to speak on what Chitty said, we might not win, but if we don't win, I'm sure they're gonna get rid of some old players. If
Correct.
we win,
Facts.
I'm sure they're gonna get rid of some
But
old
so
players.
either way it go, this team gonna be revamped going into
This
next
thing gonna
season.
get they gonna get because they don't now they see what they need from Dame and Giannis and how to build around them. So they've been saying it the whole time. We're gonna build around Dame and Giannis.
That's
So
true.
they can't build around Dame and Giannis in the middle of a season. So in the offseason, they're gonna get a
No.
couple pieces that fit their game. And then Dame and Giannis will have a whole offseason to work on their chemistry. So you're gonna see an even better team next year. So if we somehow win a championship this year with all the adversity, you better lock us in for a repeat
That's true.
because ain't
Facts.
no way they ain't gonna be better next year. Ain't no way, barring an injury, ain't no way they ain't gonna be better next year. You get rid of Jay Crowder because you don't need him. If he this bad this year, how you gonna be next year?
No, I'm
He
with
can't be
that,
good
yes, but
next
I think we need to get rid of him, period.
year. Brook Lopez, if he this bad this year, he ain't gonna be no better next year. Some of these players ain't getting better, so they will revamp the team, get a little younger, get more athletic, and build around Doc, Giannis, and Dame. So I'm not even worried about that. If we can
What
steal
up,
a
Brandon?
championship this year with all the talent we got, we might be in for a nice little run again.
Right.
I'm just gonna say it like that because at the end of the day, Boston time is running out. If you ask me,
Facts.
that
Facts.
Miami time is running out. If you ask me, there's Cleveland coming up. There's Indiana coming up. There's New York coming up. They a piece away. Those teams are going to ascend above those. If they don't win it now, Miami and Boston, they're not winning it. They're not winning it for a long time. Well, Boston might because they got money, they got NBA prestige, so they might
Right.
steal another all-star player on their team to try to juice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if Donald's in, but the Bucks are in good position in next year. I'm not even worried about next year. If we can figure it out this year, we're definitely gonna figure it out next year. So that's what I'm not worried about that. So when I say young players, yeah, because I think AJ Green will be more in the rotation. He's
Right.
proven now. He's a proven, so he's gonna replace Jay Crowder. You're gonna have more time to work with Beauchamp, and this is his break or bust year next year. If he
I
can't get
agree.
together
Yep.
by next year, he ain't gonna be on the team. He might not even be in the league. So, I feel like we got a good shot at winning the championship. We might as well stay right there. I don't like that Gallinari's playing. He's old, but if he can knock down some timely shots,
Then I'm with it.
the playoffs, that's all you want him for. If he can get on a heater for one game, he'll win you a playoffs.
Yep.
He'll win you a series. And same with Jay Crowder. And those players have proven that they've done it before. You see what
True.
I'm saying? They've proven that they've done it before. And that's why they're playing, because Doc is gearing up for the playoffs. You're not gonna win the playoffs with Champ. Just not gonna do it. He's just not ready. He don't know if he gonna pass the ball or go for a layup. Sometimes it's you can't have that. You can't have that in
And
the. You can't have
he can't be indecisive in the playoffs. You
you
got to
can't have
know
that
what
in the
you're
playoffs.
doing.
So you
Yeah,
got
you got you got
people
to you
that's
can't
been
be
there,
indecisive.
that knows the feel of the game, that's ready to go. So I think the Bucks got the right vets. I mean, they could be a faster team. I think the hardest team for us is not going to be necessarily. Only reason why Boston is hard for us is because they're more athletic and they're faster. That's
Yep.
it.
That's any
That's
team that's
it.
fast is gonna give us some issues. A
So if
fast
we can find a way to neutralize team
mm-hmm.
speed, we'll be fine because
Agreed.
we're just a little too slow. If we were a little faster, which comes with youth, so that's going to be a problem. If we can find out how to compensate for our speed and use our size against these teams, we're going to roll through the East. We're going to roll through the East. Only team that's going to give us the most problem is the team that always gives us the most problem. That's Miami because they play so hard.
Right.
You're not going to out hustle Miami. You're not going to out play hard Miami. That's just in their DNA. So what you got to do is outskill them. You got to outshot make them. You got to you got to make their players
Right.
average, which they really are. You see what I'm saying? You
And
got to make
defend
them
the
average
three. Boston is
and
about
defend the
defending the three. Let's keep it real. Boston live and die by the three. If we could
Boston live
get
and die by three. I see every time they lose, they shoot poor
for
defensively.
three, that's all we got
Four,
to do.
four, four
Boston
from
is
three.
keep them off the 3-point line.
And the thing that is gonna hurt us is my boy Drew Holiday is a champion. That's it.
Right.
That's the person that's gonna make Boston win or not. It's gonna be Drew Holiday because he's the only one that knows how to win a championship. The rest of them don't know what they're doing. They too busy fighting for
Now,
shots and fighting to be the star.
now,
You know what I mean? Who wants to be the star? Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum? Who you gonna rely on? You don't know.
Right.
They don't even know. So my thing is the Bucks know who their stars are. They know their roles. You know what I mean? That's the difference between Boston. Boston is like, who's the alpha? Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown?
Right.
So they got
That's
some.
true.
And if they lose this, they're gonna trade one of them. And it ain't gonna be Jason Tatum because it seems like it would be Jaylen Brown before Jason Tatum.
I
So
agree.
stop talking to Boston. They got to win now. It's win or bust for them. It ain't really win
Correct.
or bust for the Bucks. It's win or bust for Boston. They the one that they ain't proven they can win anything together.
I agree, Whole
So
Street E.
so I'm just riding with the Bucks because why not? Why not? Why not? The
well,
Bucks ain't even a dark horse. They're the strongest dark horse team in the league by far. They borderline a
well,
juggernaut team. You
well,
can build a
Fante, I like to say this, right? As much as possible, we want to give Drew Holiday some credit or accolades. I'm going to say this, real quick. I I don't think Drew is the main person who's going to give Milwaukee Bucks an issue. If
Correct.
we're looking at it from a playoff standpoint of view, a Drew Holiday is not moving anything for us like against us. I'm not scared of Drew Holiday because the truth is he came into the Milwaukee Bucks, and stayed for 3 years, and within that time we've always had championship aspiration. He came from what do you call it? He came from ULS Pelicans, and where he was not doing so well like that. Even during the playoffs, he was not meeting that standard. So I'm not really worried that by him moving that needle. I feel that you know currently moving into the question that Gibson asked earlier on. I think that we have some players who are like a minus on our team. For example, a Brook Lopez always drops so deep, so low that point guards are able to make jump shots easily,
Yeah, he
and
gives you
he
the
doesn't
floater. He
time.
gives you the floater.
Yes, floater. And he doesn't time the drop coverage. He doesn't time it. So there's no rhythm to the drop coverage. And again, he doesn't see his space. The space is given between himself and the opponent who is about to make the floater or the jump shot. So
Uh,
it's just, that's already a -1 on our starting five.
Hey, Chitty,
You
Chitty,
see, that's a
I
-1.
apologize, bro. I gotta cut you a little short here, bro. I gotta get out of here in a minute. I'm hearing my kid crying something crazy out here. So
Oh, sorry, sorry
I
about that.
apologize.
Okay.
Let me get
Okay.
everybody last words though
Yeah.
here before we go. So Chitty, finish your words, and I'm gonna give it to Pronte and then Gibson. Then I'm gonna tap you in briefly, Daniel. Go ahead, Chitty.
All I want to say is we have 17 plus more games to playoff time, and I've not seen that advantage from us that we're about to do something in playoffs. Now, I want to be seeing those signs. Somebody mentioned it. I don't know if it's Pront or someone else that said between 5 to 10
Okay.
games to the end of the season. That's when you know when if what we're going to do in the playoffs. I think that within the last 20 games of the end of the
All right,
season,
Chitty,
if we can
I
see
gotta
what you're
let
going to do
everybody
in the
get that.
playoffs.
I want to let everybody, Chitty, my bad. I gotta let everybody get on so I can get off it
Oh
here in
no,
a
no,
minute.
that's
Okay.
fine. That
All right,
that's
go
fine.
ahead,
Sorry,
Pronte.
sorry for taking your time.
I'm just
Go
gonna
ahead,
say
Pronte.
remain confident. Remain confident. You know, we starting to see uptick. I agree with you, Chitty. We're not quite there yet. We ain't seen the consistency in performance yet. So I get that. I get that. That makes you uneasy. But we do have a good chance of winning. So stay confident in the Bucks. Just don't look at the wins and losses. Look at how they getting
Right.
better. You know,
Facts.
and that's it. That's all I will say because the wins they in the playoffs. If they
Right.
in the playoffs, it can be a problem. They in the playoffs healthy, they're a big problem. So you know what? The Bucks are got a good chance of winning the title.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you that right now. They got a good chance. Now I'm gonna leave it at that. Go ahead,
All right.
Gibson.
Appreciate you, Pronte. All right, Gibson.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with everybody said. I agree. I just want to stay healthy and continue to play better. And that's all I want. This
Uh,
team to stay healthy so we could win. Hank Banner #3 in Pfizer form.
there
Peace
we
and love.
go, my
Shout out.
man. All right, y'all. Appreciate you. All right, gentlemen.
All right.
All right, bro. I'm gonna tap you in here real quick. Then I'm gonna get up out of here. Let's go, Bleacher Report, boss. All right, go ahead, bro. Damn, that still look crazy right there. Go
Hey,
ahead, bro. I gotta get up out of here. Let you get your. Yeah, I see you with the Dave Dollar T-shirt on. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. All I gotta say is it's game time tonight. Good night, Bucks Nation. We'll see you Tuesday night. Go Bucks. Let's go,
All
baby.
right, my man. All right, Daniel. I'll holler at you in a minute, bro. Go. All right, y'all. I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic, Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news live edition. Where we just got done talking about the Bucks pulling off a great win against the Los Angeles Clippers tonight in LA. 117-124, where Giannis and Dame both went for 30. If you haven't already, please hit the like button, comment, like, subscribe, share the content. Salute to the best Bucks podcast on YouTube and the best Bucks chat on YouTube, y'all. Gone. Appreciate y'all. We coming, bro.